to me because I don't know if I'm gonna have this opportunity ever again. Just a month ago I wasn't signed with the team. So now, I feel like I have a chance to, just go out and just play freely, go out and enjoy the game. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy being out there with my teammates and what God has presented and put in front of me. And it's up to me to handle it like a professional. And it's something I look forward to doing.
Offensive coordinator Todd Haley said there won't be any seismic shifts in this offense. However, there will be a greater emphasis on the running game with Michael Vick at quarterback. This is a passing attack that takes time to learn, and Vick simply hasn't been with the team long enough. Who better to discuss than former Steeler Ryan Clark in the house? How we doing?
I'm doing good. Just glad to be with these guys.
Yeah.
In any morning to be a part of this crew is a good day.
It's always good to see.
I approve of the suit, the shirt, the pocket square.
Gosh.
I'm wondering when did the shift in the hairdo come. I'm just wondering.
I don't know, man. I retired and I just started doing this. Maybe it's my rebellious stage.
Is that what that is?
Maybe so.
All right. The family approves, though.
They approve.
All right, then.
Everybody's good.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Just a renegade over there. All right, Ryan, always good to see you. How far can this Steelers team go with Michael Vick as their quarterback?
Well, the thing is, hopefully they don't have to go very far. They're saying 4 to 6 weeks, planning for 6 weeks. You look at the games they have on the docket. The Ravens are early on Thursday, which I think bodes well because you don't know what Pittsburgh Steelers team is coming out. I look at the next 6 games. You have the Chargers, Cardinals, Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Bengals. I think they split those games, and if he plays extremely well, if they figure out the ways to use him in the right way, they can win 4 of those games. This team is ultra talented on offense, and I ended up not picking them to make the playoffs, and I'm sitting at home the last 2 weeks like, hey man, you're pretty dumb. Because they were just so explosive. Le'Veon Bell.
Didn't you do it on this show?
On this show.
That's what I thought.
They killed me. They hate me in Pittsburgh right now. But you watch Le'Veon Bell. Other than Matt Forte, there's no better pass-catching running back in the NFL. I think he's the best all-around back.
Yes, he is.
So he's a guy that you can use as a safety valve. Heath Miller, who's kind of forgotten because Antonio Brown is so good, is another guy who's very reliable, great hands, good route runner. The offensive line has been playing exceptionally well. D'Angelo Williams has run the ball well. So it's on Todd Haley to figure out ways to make Mike Vick comfortable. Don't make him do the old Mike Vick things, because every now and then, and we all do it, you get a little older and you remember the golden days when you used to run past people and you had 4.3 speed and you ran with the ball loosely, and you get back into that. They don't need that Mike Vick. They need Mike Vick who understands, you know what, I'm going to throw this screen to Antonio Brown and allow people to block for him because he's one of the best wide receivers in the league. Yeah. And so if you do that, this defense can continue to not allow points as they have been, 6th in the NFL in points per game. If you can do those things, you can split with the teams you have to play, get Ben Roethlisberger back, and make a run toward the end of the season.
You just depressed me. And I'm going to tell you why you depressed me. And I'm mad at Ryan Clark right now because I think you did it on purpose because you knew this was going to aggravate me, okay? What Ryan Clark just said, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Don't worry about Michael Vick. He don't need to run. He just needs to listen to Todd Haley. And that's it. You lost me right there. You lost me right there. Because here's the problem, okay? I know that Todd Haley knows offense. I know that he can coach as an offensive coordinator. I'll give him that respect. My issue with Todd Haley, fellas, ladies, is this. Just when things are going right, he'll get adventurous and screw it up because he wants to prove that he's head coaching material. And with somebody like Michael Vick, he'll do it even more. He'll do it even more because let's be real about something with Michael Vick. I believe in Mike Tomlin. You know how much I love that man, okay? I'll ask you about Keith Butler in a second, but I'm looking and I can't help be reminded about Michael Vick's completion percentage. Look at these numbers. 59, 58, 54, 50 last season he played. He started 3 games, played in 10, only completed 52.9% of his passes. How many times have I said to you, I saw the brother get hit in the ribs and grab his head? I mean, he's punch drunk, and I'm scared for him because I love me some Michael Vick, and I believe in his ability, but not his durability. And I'm saying, Ryan Clark is up here basically telling me I got to rely on Todd Haley to protect them. I don't believe that's going to happen.
I'm telling you, I watched Todd Haley when Ben Roethlisberger was not playing. Le'Veon Bell's first game back in his rookie season, go to the Wildcat, something they had never done. Now you have D'Angelo Williams. He understands I have talent.
But won't he get hit more on the Wildcat?
No, when you bring the Wildcat, he's playing receiver. Or he's sitting over there with Mike Tomlin where you want him to be anyway because he's not durable.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, they will find ways. You can't have this many playmakers and just mess it up. What can Mike Vick do? He can throw the deep ball. Give him opportunity to throw the deep ball. Martavis Bryant comes back after this game.
Yes.
He's gotten behind defenders since he's been in the league.
Yep.
Antonio Brown, find ways to get him the ball early. Don't make Mike Vick have to figure this stuff out.
I agree that. I'm just
And you talk about
I'm just worried that
you talking about his completion percentage with the Jets. I know you're from New York. Nobody could complete a ball with the Jets last year.
I totally agree there. I understand that. But again, before the Jets, he was in Philly. It was 54.6%. 58%. I mean, come on now. He had Deshaun Jackson and those boys back then.
We're sorry.
Okay. Let's discuss quickly Mike Tomlin. You love Mike Tomlin. I mean, you believe in this man as much as anybody you've ever.
He should coach there forever. He should coach there until he passes.
You love you some Mike Tomlin.
You know I love me some Mike Tomlin.
So do I. Now I'm going to ask a tough love question. When he signed Michael Vick to be the backup in place of Landry Jones, was Mike Tomlin operating with his heart or his head when he brought him in? Because it might be a little more heart than head.
Both,
might
but I'll
be.
let you explain. It is both. He's right.
All right, because they're from the same high school, even in the same region, right? Okay, so I was shocked that he brought him in. I was happy because I thought Michael Vick deserved one more shot that I do not believe he would have gotten with anybody but this man in this city. But he is as far from Ben Roethlisberger as you can get. So they're going to have, you talk about seismic shift. It does, he says no seismic shift. It does require one. I don't care what you say. Listen, you want to talk about night and day?
Yeah.
That's what you got with these two, right? So you have to throw everything out that you would do for Ben and say, let's quickly install on a short week this, and this, and hope we can get away with that, right? So you don't even have a full week to get ready for this. That's a tall order for an aging, beat-up Michael Vick to digest on the fly. And I don't believe that Todd Haley would believe in Michael the way Mike Tomlin would. Because that's not what Todd Haley does, even though you brought up the Wildcat. But he wouldn't want Michael Vick to run the Wildcat. He would want D'Angelo or whoever to run the Wildcat. I get that. But I just think you're up against it philosophically here to try to put Michael Vick in position. He did okay the other day at St. Louis. He was 5 out of 6 for like 38 yards. He lost one fumble but got it back. Okay, it was okay. But that was running all of Ben's stuff, I assume, right?
Right.
Okay, so can you do anything on the fly to put Michael Vick in position to beat your arch rival with Joe Flacco, who by the way, as you remember, I don't know what it is about Flacco at Pittsburgh.
Plays well.
He's won 4 times there, and won a playoff game there. I don't know what it is. You faced him, right?
Well, you know, in that game, obviously, the rivalry, it doesn't matter the records or where you play.
Yeah.
You know, the Steelers go to Baltimore and win games, and Joe Flacco he's won games on me late in games.
He has.
Since he's been there.
I remember a Sunday night game. You remember that?
Yeah. Oh, but trust me, yeah, I was out there.
Let's keep in mind, gentlemen, ladies,
Lady, yeah.
that bodies matter. You can sit there and bring up to rivalries all you want to. They only matter when guys are there to play. Suggs is out. That's a big deal.
It is.
It's a big deal. And when I look at Michael Vick, I'm going to say it again. I don't have questions about his game. I think he has the talent to get it done. My point is, what about when he gets hit? Can Todd Haley and the Pittsburgh Steelers prevent Michael Vick from getting hit? That is my concern.
Michael Vick has to stop Michael Vick from getting hit.
What's the cliche? Availability, the best ability.
Yep.
Right? In the league. So your PSA, I like that. Don't get too adventurous.
That's right.
That's the Steelers fan.
Don't get too adventurous.
Don't get too adventurous.
Not Todd Haley.
Crazy.
And I don't trust that he could do that. I think Todd Haley, in the midst of a game, is out to prove that he deserves to be a head coach. That's my concern.
Well, he already had a shot, right?
Oh, I know he did. I agree with you, but that doesn't mean he thinks he's finished.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to a little college football. Maybe this guy could be the next Le'Veon Bell. Leonard Fournette carrying LSU on his back, but will he carry the Heisman Trophy at the end of the year? Ryan Clark is sticking around to talk about his alma mater.
He's a homer. He's a homer.
You know it. This is
Yeah.